raider?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? Alright. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like. Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a junk. You know how to fix something up? Anything's valuable.
All right?
Yeah. I've machined up scopes out of Nuka-Cola bottles, put together landmines from lunchboxes. Heck, I even made armor out of paper clips once.
All right, now you're feeding me bull, Deb. You can't make armor out of paper clips.
Well, no, you can't, but you sure as hell can stitch together metal plates with them. Wire's wire.
Hey there.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need, and sell everything you do.
This your store?
Yeah, you got it. Caravans come through here. I buy whatever they don't want, fix it up, and sell the good stuff to the next caravan. But hey, no reason I can't sell to a drifter like you. Caps are caps.
What's your opinion of Bunker Hill?
Well, it's nice enough. Grew up with the caravans, so I feel right at home here. Don't like how we have to pay raiders protection money, but that's the cost of doing business in the middle of everywhere. Speaking of which, I got a lot of useful supplies here that need a home. Look at them, so lonely.
You give raiders protection money?
Yep. Surprised Mayor Kessler managed to pull that off, but she's convinced him that Bunker Hill is worth more alive than dead. I hate that we don't stand up to him, but what can we do? We're caravan folk, not an army.
You have any paying work?
Yeah, I have something. It ain't easy, though. Caravanners just love swapping tall tales. But I've heard one story enough times, there's gotta be some truth to it. Apparently, the Northern Road goes straight through an old military training yard that's just crawling with a horde. And that's cutting into my bottom line. So you take care of that, and maybe I...
Right. I'm not doing the job for chump change.
I'm tired of mercs blowing this off. Are ferals really that scary? Fine. Call it 175 caps.
Sounds like you need me a lot more than I need you on this.
Clearing that road benefits everyone. I can probably get Kessler to chip in, let's say, 225 caps?
If this helps everyone, maybe you can take a collection. For the cause.
You're worse than the caravan jockeys. I can probably scrape together 300 caps. I'm done negotiating.
I'll take care of your feral problem.
Great. If you want to stop...
Hey.
What you got for me?
Hey, Piper.
You know, you look like you could really use this. These things have literally saved my life.
Your thoughts?
You sure know how to show a girl a good time.
That was all I had.
Sure.
Welcome, my friend. Might I ask, do you have a Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
You? I was expecting someone a bit more... armed. You're with our mutual friends, yes?
You're the one who needs help, right?
Indeed I do. You've just joined, haven't you? All you need to know is this is the first stop for all our new packages. So maintaining proper security here and preventing any unnecessary delays is crucial.
Why do all packages start here?
If you don't know the answer to that already, I'm not certain I should tell you.
I'm helping you out. The least you can do is answer my question.
When a package leaves the manufacturer, they go to a specific location. The location changes, but for now, it's here. So if I'm compromised, the whole supply chain dries up.
How do they know where to go?
We have someone on the inside. He points them here. Why Patriot chose Bunker Hill, I'll never know.
Sounds like Bunker Hill's important.
Arguably, it's the most important. My current package has been in my possession far too long. I'm supposed to deliver the package to someplace nearby.
So I just need to wipe out a few raiders? Done.
I like you already. We're supposed to make the delivery at night, so once you clear out the undesirables, we'll meet after the sun sets.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad. This shit.
Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
It's always good to help people.
I have no problem helping people. Sense, though?
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rock gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save sins?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
Trying to save sense sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers.
Need a place to stay? Grab it before someone else does.
I'll take it.
Any vermin you find is yours. No extra charge.
Better in our hands anyway.
This shouldn't get long. Sam, this is gonna be fun.
Hi.
From what I've been told, it's probably safer if I don't say anything. I don't want to put you in any more danger.
I eat danger for breakfast. Tastes like chicken.
Chicken? I'm sorry, I don't understand. But I wanted to thank you. This world is overwhelming.
That's why we do all this. To give you a better life.
You really have no idea how much I appreciate all of this.
Excuse me.
Everything looks clear. This is H222. H2, here's the person I talked to you about.
Nice to meet you, H2.
Another person, actually.
Remember what I told? I'll fire up the sig.
Hey,
Just let me know.
over here.
Can do.
And there. Time for me to go.
Hey,
Say
Piper.
the word.
H2 safe.
All right.
Someone
Out
will be
with it.
here shortly.
Your thoughts?
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
That's all.
All right.
Easy there.
Don't shoot, Charmer, right? I heard about you. Walked the Freedom Trail, cleared out Switchboard. Glad you joined the team.
It's nice to meet you.
Honor's all mine. Let's take a look at our friend. Hey, you okay?
A little rattled, but I've never been better. The other man, he said I shouldn't talk too much.
He told you right, H2. You'll need a real name and a new face, but we'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more of them raiders behind me. Afraid we need a little more help.
More raiders? Not a problem.
You headquarter heavies mean business. We need to get to Ticonderoga's safe house, my home. A lot of synths fresh off the boat crashed there until we smuggled them out of the Commonwealth.
All right. Ticonderoga, here we come.
I'll lead the way. Safe H2. You gotta keep moving.
What's that?
On the waist, otherwise.
Hi, Raz.
We can catch up at Tycon. We just gotta make it there alive first.
What? Who's that?
Hey, high rise.
We can catch up at TyCon. We just gotta make it there alive first. And we're here. All in the night's work for you agent types. Huh.
Just part of the service.
I think I'm gonna like you even more than Glory. If you ever need grub, bullets, or just a power nap, take the elevator up to TyCon. My house is yours. But right now, I need to take care of H2. Later.
Heads up.
Shoot.
Hey, Piper.
Blue, you got a minute?
For you, Piper, 2 minutes. Hell, maybe even 2.5.
Oh, great. Weird, but great. Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. Family's too precious. What kind of life is she gonna have if I never go near her again? It's just... Sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter.
A little girl in a printing press. Sounds like a rich life you've made for yourself.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, I never started the paper to make friends. I just wanted to write the things I thought were wrong. And when Nat and I first got to Diamond City, there was a lot of wrong. Crooked guards, lousy infrastructure. There was a hole in the exterior wall that was patched over with a bookcase. One bookcase. That's it. I started the paper more as an act of desperation than anything else. Turned out I wasn't the only one who wanted things to change. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but everyone was listening.
It sounds like things got better.
For the city? Yeah. For me, when that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, things changed. People didn't want to talk the way they used to. Seemed that overnight I'd gone from being Piper, friend and confidant, to Piper, the nosy snoop. A lot of folks, they haven't treated me the same since. It started to feel like the only person I could count on was my little sis.
You can count on me, Piper.
I know I can. You're not afraid of me like everyone else. I was sure that the paper would be the best thing I ever did in my life, but being here with you now I don't know. I've needed someone like you in my life for a long time, Blue. I just never expected I'd actually get them. So thank you for being the friend I can count on.
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I never thought about you that way. Not that I'm always thinking that way. It's just, Blue, I'm loud and pushy and constantly getting in over my head. Why would someone like you ever want someone like me?
All we've been through, I've already seen you at your worst.
And you're still here, aren't you? Goodness, Blue, I don't know what to say. You're everything I could ever ask for. Come on, let's not keep the world waiting.
Hey there.
Running for the railroads, never dull.
carry something before you cripple yourself.
Thanks again. The Commonwealth ain't safe at night.
Mr.
High rise.
Stockton said
Thanks
I
again.
shouldn't say anything.
Commonwealth ain't safe at night.
Excellent.
Hey, nice job with H2. High Rise runs a good safe house.
Tycon's one of the few places I feel safe.
I always pictured the railroad slinking through sewers. This I could get used to.
Got it.
Security's too good.
Terminal's got this locked.
Hey, Rook. The name's Drummer Boy. It's my envious job to keep track of all the dead drops and grab incoming agents and tell them where they're needed. I don't suppose you want to switch places.
Sure. Hope you know how to use a minigun. Oh, and soak up bullets.
Yeah, you heavies need a lot of punctuality and attention to detail, right? If so, I'm golden. We'll be seeing each other. A lot.
Whoa! Terry? Where's Terry? Oh, yeah. Too much nitroglycerin. Back to the
All
drawing
blue,
board.
huh? Not a bad look. You from one of those vaults? You got too many teeth to be a scabber. Tom wants you for something.
You really walked the Freedom Trail? By yourself?
Hey, Doc.
Heavy's bloody traipsing around at all hours. Heavy's bloody traipsing around at all hours.
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors. Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
Yeah, that's really great, Tom.
I told Dez I could count on you. So my sensor, I call her Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech. Chuck that stuff if you need.
I'll take good care of her.
She's got a lot of sensitive components. So
Sure.
I got the perfect spot picked out.
Hey,
The boys have been working on some new toys. You want to take a look?
show me what you got.
Made a new batch of whatnots for you. You need anything?
Show me what you got.
Okay.
Hey, Doc.
Heavy's bloody traipsing around at all hours. I take it the H-222 situation has been resolved? Of course, but there's yet more to be done. Since the fall of the switchboard, we've ascertained the fate of all but 2 safe houses. I want you to check on Augusta.
I'll get it done.
Details await at the dead drop. Have a care. Odds are very good you're walking into something nasty.
Carrington.
I still can't believe Dez assigned you to our HQ.
Is it really that unusual?
In my years of service, no one's ever just joined HQ straight away. True, you finding us in the first place was singular. Put simply, you shouldn't be here. It isn't a question of competence.
Well, I'm here now, Chief.
Since you're one of us now.
Good to know.
Word to the wise. Be prepared to improvise. You may find...
You're obviously one of the smartest people here. What do you really mean by that?
No one doubts Desdemona is, inspirational. But let's just say strategy may not be her forte.
Is Desdemona really a problem?
Not so much that. as there are perhaps better solutions. When planning a mission, a certain degree of clinical detachment can be invaluable.
Maybe people should learn to take their doctor's advice.
I may have misjudged you. Focus on your objectives. Ignore all the distractions. Stay safe out there.
Carrington.
I'm very busy. Unless you need my medical expertise, please bother someone else.
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
All right, but go easy on the cans.
Make sure. You're never followed here. It's all our asses if you are.
Glad to have you aboard. Before you joined us, you wanted my help with something. I'm listening.
Heads up.
Point the way.
Piper.
Time for some travel fuel. Want one?
Your thoughts?
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Your thoughts?
Nat always said I was the lucky one. Seems Sis was right.
That's all.
Okay.
You're heading outside the wall. I want to stock up the Commonwealth weaponry first.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against raiders, but I got a lot of options here.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Feel free to test the grips.
Don't dally. If you're here to be examined...
Could use some supplies, actually.
All right, but go easy on the chems.
Look alive.
Hmm?
Hey, Piper.
Anything you need?
I was just wondering where you and I stand.
I'm with the person I love. Helping those in need. I couldn't imagine a better life.
That's all for now.
Sure. Oh, what were you hiding? Nothing but garbage.
Done and done. What do you need, General?
I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter? They call it the molecular relay.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
Here's where they are. I hope you can help them. We've got to show people they can count on the Minutemen again.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
Hey, I lived in holes worse than this.
I know I'm not the only person here who's lost someone. I miss him so much.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is...
Either it is, or we end up building one hell of a paperweight.
Well, whoever wrote this does seem to know what they're talking about. Could be a genius or totally insane. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could... and it's going to be big.
Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this...
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind...
Sure.
I'll see you over at the building.
that one.
You think we're safe now? Hey. What the? Blue, we're not alone here. Hey, something's out there.
If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
Gunner down!
This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion and is currently stocked with additional food, water, and ammunition.
Who?
This safe house is for military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military family members, will be turned away for matters of national safety. This message will repeat. This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers. Emergency protocols 17 Echo Charlie Niner are in effect. If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
Hey.
What can I do? You look like you're about ready to topple
This
over.
checkpoint has been designated
Looking
as
for
a
something
safe house in
specific?
case of enemy invasion, and is currently stocked with additional food, water, and ammunition. This safe house is for military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military family members, will be turned away for matters of national safety. This message.
What's that?
I find the quality of care at this facility to be lacking, at best. We're not
Oh, back to the usual day,
Sweet. That's it.
Going up. Second floor.
Nice. Yes.
Look alive.
Where to?
Get that rifle.
Uh-huh. Blue. Something's not right here.
Going down. Basement. Hostile target detected.
Sweet.
Going up. Second floor.
Let's get you examined right away.
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
A bit of everything.
This place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become. What we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks. It'll make everyone feel more secure here.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. But yeah.
I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. Windows, too.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power. On my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then... whenever you're ready. Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay, scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on?
Shh.
I don't know you. Go away. Father!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that you have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 6? And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions.
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point, the Institute.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. No. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever, just... what else can I say?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs.
Sure.
I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, there is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself. A chance to become...
I'm not here to take orders.
I'm afraid things here are different from the lawless wastes above. A society cannot be maintained without order. While you may be my mother, I am father to the Institute. It follows my lead.
All right. I'll go along with it.
Excellent. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely.
Is it true
You're here.
food supplement
Glad you made it.
77 has been discontinued?
Greetings, ma'am.
That was my favorite one.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutrition.
Almost done. Just need to type up
Greetings.
this primary drive.
As the
server.
Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Can't come soon enough.
Let's see what you got.
Don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There you go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks.
Hey, Doc.
Of course.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here...
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warren.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare. Don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past.
Doc,
they're
still
welcome.
people, and
so
they're
good to have you
suffering.
here. Dr. Clayton
We can at least
Holdren,
admit that. It's
head of the
incredible.
Bioscience Division.
After all,
I can't wait
how
for you
can
to
we
see the
hope
work
to
we're doing.
redefine mankind
It's
if
truly
we can't
amazing.
even hold on to our own humanity?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important... In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Security's too tight.
You're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
Yes. Got it.
Hostile in the zone. Standing down.
Nice.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
that. Got it. Yes.
You're tuned to the Commonwealth's only respite from the tedium and desperation of post-apocalyptic life. Diamond City Radio.
I'm through.
Sentimental or sappy? Here's one more tomorrow. You make the call.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
We are honored to welcome you here.